Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have this book called Guide to Girls to Care About Their Body, and you can find this book down below. I'm going to be doing a series on this about periods, makeup, acne, bras, body hygiene, healthy eating, sports, fitness, stress, depression, eating disorders, friendship, and much more. This book has all of that and so much more, guys. I'll leave the thing down below. I just got this today, and as you can see, people have done this and so much more. So let's get started. So I'm not going to be starting on, body types and fashion and everything like that. I'm going to be starting on periods, which is on page 31, if you guys could follow me. This is what it should look like. And this is about $6.95, which is $7, and then $9 in Canada. So this is just basically the scoop about periods and just the starters of it and how everything works. Okay. First, zits and body odor, and now periods. The arrival of your period is the main event for girls during puberty and signs that you're really becoming a woman. Although this can be a confusing and scary time for us, it does not have to be. By learning what causes your body to menstruate once a month, you are taking an important step in learning how to take care of your new body. Periods are a nuisance, but they are a natural part of growing up. You might view puberty as laying the groundwork for later on, when you're older and ready grown-up stuff like pregnancy. Most girls get their first period between ages of 9 and 16. Once you get your period, called menarche, you have entered your childbearing years. This means, and starting now, your ovaries will release an egg each month in your process, called ovulation. The egg travels through your fallopian tubes towards your uterus. Meanwhile, your uterus develops a thick lining called an endometrium. This lining houses and nourishes the egg and would allow it to grow into a baby if sperm were present to fertilize it. When pregnancy occurs, women are without their periods for 9 months. However, for your majority of your life, the egg will not be fertilized, so your uterus sheds the endometrium, blood, and egg. This fluid exits your body through your vagina in a reddish blood-brown and fluid mixture that is called your period. On average, your period will last about 5 days, although some may be as short as 2 days, and some may as long as 7 days. So, basically, let's just go back to the first part because I want to kind of get to everything to know this. So, this is really great. So, I started mine when I was 10, 7 years of it, and, a lot has happened during this stage of YouTube. Got pregnant, had a miscarriage, and just some crazy things. And I did start my period at 10 years old, which is crazy. Like, it's very surprising. But really, this is really great for you. And basically, it's just talking about how everything works to get that reddish and brown stuff out of you. So basically, that's just how the egg and the fertilization, if you guys listen closely, then you know how everything is. So it says, on average, your period lasts about 5 days. That's mine, 4 to 5 days. And then some, although some are be as short as 2 to 7 days. So you really never know. Ovulation usually occurs 2 weeks before you get your period. These weeks are all about of what you call a menstrual cycle. Your monthly cycle may be set up as you get your period every 28 days, which is the average for most girls. However, periods might show up as early as every 20 days or as late as 35 days. And many girls have irregular periods, sometimes skipping a month here and there, especially in the beginning. Well, when I started my period, I remember one time I missed my period, I started freaking out because I was 10. A 10-year-old should not be having sex. And I was like, Mom, I missed my period. I was talking so fast. I was like, I missed my period. Like I didn't have sex with anybody. She's like, Ashley, calm down. You're not pregnant. This happens sometimes. Especially in the beginning. It just depends on your particular body's biological clock. However, if your period stays irregular for more than a few cycles, let your parents know or doctors know. Please, it's just saying, if you missed your period at least 2 to 3 times, it should be only twice, but after that, like maybe the next month, you really need to really talk to your parents and say, well, have I had any sex this past few weeks? Go with the flow. Don't get caught off guard by your first period. Know what to expect when supplies you need. Now that you know why you have your period, the best way to deal with the menstruation is to be prepared. After all, getting your period at school while wearing a white skirt would be awful. So keep an eye on your cycle by keeping a period calendar. Tracking when you last got your period will help you predict when it's going to come again. When you think your period might be on its way, put some tampons or a pad in your backpack, purse, or locker. It's the best way, always ready, since your period may not be regular in the beginning. Plus, carry extras lets you to come to rescue should a friend find yourself in need. So, there's this thing called, questions, and, Katie has a question. But we're not going to get that. We're not going to go through that. It shows you how to put a tampon in, really. How you're supposed to put one in. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to do these things called girl to girl. If you can see right there, there's a girl to girl. You might feel pretty bloated right before and during your period. Avoid eating salty foods because sodium will make you retain water, which is actually true. But remember, drinking water dilutes sodium, so stay hydrated. Also, exercise will help you feel better, so get moving. Exercising helps with cramps. So I like to walk in the morning and the afternoon just to kind of get my blood pumping and everything like that. And that is just really good, and you will feel very bloated for your first period. You'll be like, I feel so fat. Why do I feel... It's not because you feel fat. It's just because your body is just reproducing and doing all it's supposed to do, so don't be hesitant. Now, there is this thing. Okay. Shows you how to put a tampon in. We're going to go slowly. This helped me put a tampon in. Trust me, this is going to help you. Step 1. Hold the plastic applicator between your thumb and middle finger. Where is a tampon? Here's the tampon. Okay. I'm just going to get tampon. Okay. Dying over here. Had a tampon ready, but now I'm not. So first, get your tampon out of the package. This whole video is about this, okay? Do whatever you have to do. Click it. Okay. So it says, hold the applicator